Welcome to a brand new podcast. And this is the Oracle 19. And again, my name is Greatness. Again, thank you for your continued support, supporting the machine, and I much appreciative of that. And guys, if you want to support the Oracle 19 podcast, you can go on anchor.fm and then send your free will offering there. We're on all major platforms, which is, again, like I mentioned, anchor.fm, Google, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, just to name a few. All your major platforms we're on. You can also subscribe to the podcast. Again, go on anchor.fm as an example, or all the major platforms. If you're not computer savvy, of course, you can always go and Google and type in the Oracle 19 podcast. There you can find the information there and subscribe. And all the information will be in the description box of all the major platforms there. Also, if you want to donate, you can donate through PayPal, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Once again, that's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. We do have a GoFundMe page, which will be in the description box as well on all major platforms. Music by Cheap Limousine. The music you're hearing is by Cheap Limousine channel. He's on YouTube. There you can click Cheap Limousine channel and you will find all his major platforms, social media, links. Also, music, he have different variety of different music, so definitely support his channel. Support Greatness 19. Like, subscribe, share to the channel as well. Definitely something to open up your third eye, give a different perspective. So Greatness 19 channel, definitely check that out. Mr. Evolution of London is our health and wellness channel as well, so definitely support that channel, definitely dealing on health and wellness. Also, support royalty9.com, royalty9.gumroad.com. There, that's our ebooks and software website. So again, that's royalty9.gumroad, that gum, GUMROAD.com. And again, we have ebooks and software. And speaking about shopping, evolutionoflondon.com. So again, that's www.evolutionoflondon.com. That's our baby shopping mall. Wide range of products that definitely is global. So definitely check that out and support the machine that way. Also, www.evolutionoflondon.org. Once again, www.evolutionoflondon.org. And that's our custom clothing and accessories. And we do have digital products there as well. So support the channel. Support the websites as well. Like, subscribe, share. So definitely we will appreciate that. And if you want to sponsor or put your brand on the podcast, you can email us, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. We do have other links, such as www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. There it will take you to all our different sites. Patreon channel, www.patreon.com/evolutionoflondon. We have videos there that is now on YouTube, so definitely a little bit of controversial videos, so much more than what you hear on this podcast. So definitely the links All the information is in the description box for all our social media platforms. Check out Mr. Will. Not Mr. Will, his email address. He's a health fitness consultant for over 15 years. And you can email him at williesfitness99@gmail.com. So that's Willies, WILLYZ, fitness99@gmail.com. And his website also, support that website, very important, www.wjaaccessories.com. Once again, that's www.wjaaccessories.com. And again, all the information that you will want to check out is in our description box of all the major platforms, even on our YouTube page, Greatness 19 channel, as well as Mr. Evolution of London. We have links all in the description boxes of all our products. So definitely check it out. And again, you cannot go wrong. Now, today's episode, we're going to talk. I had a couple of them in mind, and even leading to now, I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to go with. And I'm going to pick today over-sexualization of men and women. Yes, over-sexualization of men and women. Now, I'm going to give once again my perspective of what I see. And I mentioned briefly on different shows throughout my podcast. Again, but I'm going to hone in on this. We live in a very fast track, what I call, a very fast-paced society. And as a man, and again, women will see this as well, but as a man, society is just, everything is so sexual, just overhype, over-sexualization of everything. And what do I mean by this? You wake up in the morning, television shows, commercials, and this is information you know. But you see commercials, everything is about sex, sex, sex. Wake up in the morning, turn on your TV, commercials. A coffee commercial could be, it's just sexual. A woman wearing tight outfits, showing her body. And could be a coffee commercial. Just selling coffee. You have to see her whole form. And in the morning, when you really look at it, especially if you have children, morning, noon, and night, it's just sex, sex, sex. And, this is why, in my opinion, I'm sure a lot of your guys will agree, there's so much perversion that goes on today. If it's not commercials, it's out in the streets. You go to the stores and buy clothing. There's nothing, it's showing everything, body parts, especially women. And if you turn back the clock, leggings and tights was for the household or working out in the house. Now, leggings is the number one thing in tights. Everywhere you go, you seen a woman wearing tights, leggings, whatever you want to call it. But the bottom line, you just seen behind all day. Now, ladies, some of you ladies say, well, why are you looking? Well, how can you not look and see? When you leave your house, you can make a left turn or a right turn going down a block or a street. And you will see young girls old women, fat women, skinny women, medium-sized, athletic, women just wearing tights, showing their behinds. Big butts, flat butts. Personally, I don't even want to see flat butts. It's kind of gross. A woman with a flat behind wearing tights. Now, I know I'm a definitely ruffle some feathers with that, but the question is, why? Why would I want to see a flat butt female wearing tights? Should cover that up with a long shirt. Now, I know a lot of ladies with flat behinds. I'm sorry. I don't mean you no harm. I really don't. But truth is truth, right? I know a lot of men will say, well, let's go woman with a flat butt. Good for you. I mean, like I said, everybody got preferences. It's not a problem. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just gross. It's gross to me especially. Just saying. But why is it, what's the need personally for, morning, noon, and night, you're seeing women running around here with tights and stuff. It's no style. How many women you see out here, men wearing dresses? Unless they was a religious individual, Muslim, a Hebrew Israelite, or just from a religious denomination. You get what I mean. You don't find women normally, everyday women wearing just nice dresses. What's wrong with that? What happened? What happened? What is it a bad thing to wear a nice dress? A dress down to the knee? There's stores that sell nice dresses. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Can you help me? Am I off saying that? Is it wrong? Now women and then especially, again, backtracking, that's all you see nowadays. It just, you see it on TV, you see it in the streets, leave nothing for imagination. You watch movies, they interject sexual, energy out there, over-sexualizations of, putting out propaganda, basically sex. Let me just backtrack and clarify myself. Nowadays, movies and videos is just sex, showing body parts all day, every day. Children gotta be seeing this nonsense. It's shown indirectly and directly through the unconscious mind. It's corrupting the children. Why do you think the children is running around here so hot to trot? That energy is always put out there, and forget porn. That takes you on a whole different level. And then let's be for real. Even in society, things is taken even to another notch, pushing the envelope. Sex now is just not, it's abnormal. People have fetishes, abnormal sexual behaviors. What do I mean by that? Is, people like being urinated on. People like to be choked, where just literally choked to death. choke unconsciously. People like to have sex with dead bodies. People like to have sex with animals. This is what's put out here. Keep on pushing the envelope. Who started this? Who perpetuated this? The white man and his system. Oh, y'all don't like what I just said? When I said the white man and his system? Oh, did I say something incorrect? Oh, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, that's not a statement that I should have said? I shouldn't have said, because who's in power? Who controls the porn industry? What race of people control the porn industry collectively? What race of people control the mass media? What race of people that push the industry, push the clothing that people wear collectively? Old white men that is part of your elitists of society. But they are white. Did I say that incorrectly? You tell me. You email me. So that's facts. The corruption of what white society have put out there is corrupting other races, especially black people. This is what it is. It is what it is. Or the over-sexualization of society. And it's been going on throughout history, throughout European nations, throughout European history. And you can see it, even today. Dressing code, media, fashion, whatever. All of that you could put in a nice little package. It is what it is. This is why the young people of society is so wild. Also because of the parenting, there's no parents that's disciplining the children, but that's a whole different issue. But you could just see it. Look how the kids dress. Heck, look how the adults dress. Adult women from 50, 40 years old dressing like teenagers with their old wrinkly selves. They dressing in tights and showing buttocks in the streets and breastises. And they 40, 50, 60 years old. Heck, I seen women 70 years old running around here with tights and showing what? Old wrinkly behinds. What example you showing to the young ladies? What are you trying to show? Why? Why, old lady? Why? Why? Should be against the law you wearing tights in the public. And you 70, 65, 60 years old. What's the matter with you? Old wrinkly selves. Because you're saying, what's your excuse? Because I got nothing to wear. I need to put on something quick. Wear a dress. Nobody want to see your old wrinkly behind. Now ladies will say, well, why are you looking? It's in front of me. How can I not see? I turn to the left. I turn to the right. I see tights of women, fat, skinny, all different types of refrigerator-shaped women, iron board women, old wrinkly women, tights, looking horrible. I see it on TV, see it in videos, you see it in real life, everywhere you go. So now when the young girls that is toddlers, you have the toddlers, the little toddlers in tights, the little girls in tights. And now they pushing the narrative where they got little young boys wearing tights. We're not even going to get into that. This is shown. You can't even. You go on the internet. You look at commercials. You might type in a wrong word. It might lead you to a porn site. Our babies, they type. Look, I just was looking at skimming through YouTube, and something Tariq Nasheed mentioned. Type in baby videos, and literally I tried it. I went in on YouTube, type in baby videos, and I seen first, second row of videos, which was babies, and then the third row, I seen Lil Nas X and naked men that was blurred out. Yes, Lil Nas X. Why? This is what's shown. This was pushed. And these are little babies. So young kids that be looking, typing in, on the laptop, they're 6, 7 years old, and then they looking at kids' movies. Mommy and daddy might be in a different room. You thinking it's safe for them. It's already set on the laptop, and they type in baby videos. Something innocent. And then guess what? Look what you see on the third video. Lil Nas X and a bunch of naked men pushing homosexual energy. I mean, you can't even. You gotta police your children with watching videos. Literally, you gotta stand, and you don't have time. Adults don't have time. They got work. They got to clean the house. They got to move around. Again, it's a fast track. I applaud a lot of parents that just don't even have TVs and just don't even bother for themselves as well as their children. I'm not mad at them that don't just allow. They don't even have the TV in their house. Personally, I don't even watch a lot of TV anymore. I just skim. I go online. I skim through videos that I want to see. I listen to people that I want to hear. Forget the news. Forget CNN. Very rare. I just skim through it. If it's a major situation, I go through it quickly. But all of those, media shows and stuff on TV, because in between their shows, their commercials, it's just sex. You get tired of that. I'm tired of that personally. That's all you see. You can just over-sexualization constantly, unnecessarily. And again, if you use your third eye, people, men and women, it corrupts the mind. It does. Because all of this perversion that is put out there, it goes to the subconscious, believe it or not. And it pollutes the mind. As speaking about the mind, I'm just going, this is a little caveat, something on the side I'm going to talk about. One time I was watching, just this week, it was a program I was watching. It was on the presidents of the U.S. And I fell asleep watching it. It was about different presidents. And I had a dream, actually. And as I left the TV on, I was watching it. This one is on YouTube, one documentary again. And I fell asleep. And when I fell asleep, the weird dream I had, it wasn't weird. Well, you probably would consider it weird. The dream was where I had a dream that I met one of the presidents on the train. And we were just talking. And it was a long conversation, and we were just talking. That was my dream. And then, after the conversation, I woke up. I'm giving you the short form. It was just like that. My point being that just as the point is I was watching something on TV, a documentary on presidents, and when I fell asleep, the dream I had was talking to a president. Now, I know most of y'all guys won't really understand the concept where I'm coming from, but things go to your subconscious level. And innocently, as you thinking of one thing, as you watching something on TV, and then you go to sleep while in transition, that information going to your subconscious, and you watching. Now that's in your dream, which is your subconscious. So what would happen if little babies, young babies, and even adults keep on watching videos on sex and then perversions of sex, and then you go to sleep? Over time, that energy, that the videos, the imagery that you have witnessed goes to your subconscious, messes with your subconscious, sticks in your brain. Now slowly you become more perverted in your sexual nature. Things that you want, and I'm trying to be clean about this, sexually, now you want to get deeper into it. Now, I'm going to give you another analogy. Let's say, for example, and this might be a little off, but I'm going to bring it back. Let's say, for example, you try out a drug. Some people try out marijuana. Take one hit. Find out they like it. Then they start taking 2 hits. Then now they start to enjoy it more. Now it becomes 4 and 5 and 6 hits. Now they loving it. Then it becomes part of their daily ritual. They got to take a hit every day to make them feel a certain way. Now after 6 months, that hit is not the same because it's now like smoking a regular cigarette. Now they got to get some marijuana that's a little stronger to keep them going. And now you find out a year later, you need it. You can't live without it. It's part of your DNA. It's part of you. Now, a lot of people is not going to understand that. But bringing it right back to the over-sexualizations of society. You keep seeing soft porn on TV, music videos, commercials, movies. You see how people is dressed on the media. Commercials again. Now that can become a part of you. You want to be like that person. that you've seen in the video. Or you take in that energy. And then fashion pushes out hypersexual energy. This is why now society of women wearing leggings and tights in everyday life, morning, noon, and night, and think nothing is wrong with it. Because they've been programmed, desensitized. And that's how the powers that be made it. They desensitized the style of dress, where it's okay. Once, 40, 50 years ago, those tights was only good for in the house. And you couldn't even wear it. If it was men in the house, you couldn't wear those tights because it showed too much. You have to wear a shirt over it out of respect of the males in the family. Now, that's nothing. Not only in the house, you'll see it everywhere. Going to the store, going to the shopping mall, going to schools, going to the job. Everywhere, women is wearing tights, showing themselves. There's nothing wrong with it. And on top of that, to add it on, these women don't even wear underwear. Am I lying? They don't even wear underwear. So it's just, a lot of females just wear the tights and no underwear. And they wear it in the hot summer. Gross. When you think about it. As men, a lot of us don't think about it. But in reality, this is your reality, men and women. This is what it is. Now everything is fine now. You can wear that anytime, any day. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. With no underwear. It's okay. All different colors, all different patterns. Don't matter no more. And who's pushing the narrative? I just mentioned it previously. Nowadays, it's hard for women to go to the store and find proper outfits. I get it. But it is there. You can online or certain stores, proper dress. Separate yourself from the rest, ladies. Why are you putting yourself in the same category, in the same bag as all the rest of society? I thought you wanted to be different, ladies. See, all of this stuff is part of the agenda. It's all part of an agenda. This is another reason why the respectability of ladies have gone down. Ladies, you judge by your dressing. I know, ladies, that you also judge men by their dress, by how they dress. I get it. All right, cool. But we also judge you by how you dress. Nowadays, there's no difference between a prostitute and a regular woman in the streets. Nowadays, if you match up a prostitute, a bona fide prostitute in the streets, and a regular woman, it's becoming the same. They wear tights too. They wear see-through outfits as well. Regular women wearing see-through outfits, so does prostitutes. Women's wearing ultra high heels, regular women, and so do prostitutes. You showing your body, regular women, so the prostitutes, they do the same. Matter of fact, in a lot of cases, the prostitutes a lot of them, I would say, would be cleaner than you. Because that's their business. They got to take care of themselves. Their body parts is their money. But a lot of these women out here is wearing these outfits and reckless, carrying all different types of diseases because they're not wearing proper underwear. They're not changing themselves properly. You have thongs with the tights in the hot summer, and you're wearing that all day. What's going to happen? A possible yeast infection. Just an example. But I don't want to get into the hygienes. That's not part of the topic of today, but we just talk about over-sexualization. And then, with men too, I mean, just what's put out there as well. Nowadays men is wearing lipstick, makeup, wearing dresses. Everything is just over-sexualized. That's a whole different story. This world's going to hell. Matter of fact, we are in it. We living in it. The question I have to ask y'all guys is, what you going to do? Are you going to take yourself out of the matrix? Or stay in it? Which pill you going to take? The red or the blue? What say you? Thank you for listening.